Now, it might not just be the individual's sin, of course. An individual might have a condition or a problem because their parents had a condition and that was passed on to them, or something happened to them because of the environment and so on. Job had a situation where he was sick, but it wasn't his issue, it was the enemy's issue. But it's all sin. It all comes down to sin. And what is sin? Well, the Bible tells us that sin is the breaking of the law. It says it in 1 John 3:4. Sin is the transgression of the law. And when we talk about sin being the transgression of the law, what law are we talking about being broken? Well, God's law, of course. And what is the foundation of God's law? Well, it's His character, and God is love. So the foundation of God's law is love. Jesus put it this way. He said, you shall love the Lord your God with how much? With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. We're also told that the law given upon Sinai was the enunciation of the principle of love, a revelation to earth of the law of heaven. So, follow me in this line of reasoning. Sin is breaking the law. The law is a revelation of love. So disease, in many cases, is the result of a love problem. Disease, in many cases, is the result of a love problem. We are told that there is a divinely appointed connection between sin and disease. No physician can practice for a month without seeing this illustrated. If he will be observing and honest, he cannot help acknowledging that sin and disease bear to each other the relationship of cause and effect. And it's so true. As a physician who has taken care of hundreds and hundreds of patients, I see that. I see the connection, the correlation there. Now, since we're talking about cause and effect and cause, we need to talk about the law of cause and effect. And the law of cause and effect shows us that every effect must have a cause. There is no effect without a cause, none. And also that every cause produces an effect. So you can't have an effect you can't have an effect without a cause, and you don't have a cause without producing an effect. The cause always comes first. It always comes before the effect, and the effect always comes after. And if the effect is there, if it's present, then its cause is also there, right? And that must be present. And if the cause is removed, then the effect must go away. This is what we understand from the law of cause and effect. And we're told that the will of God establishes the connection between cause and its effects. Fearful consequences are attached to the least violation of God's law. All will seek to avoid the result, right? We want to get away from the effects. We don't like the disease. We don't like the pain. We don't like the consequences that come, but will not labor to avoid the cause which produced the effect. The cause is wrong, the effect right. I'll tell you this, the effect is never wrong. The effect is always right. If the effect is bad, it shows that the cause was bad. If the effect was good, it shows that the cause was good. The effect is always right. It's the cause that can be wrong or right.